Connect the Dots drawing video is Kevin from Minions The Rise of Gru. Get your dot-to-dot printable template in the description below, grab your art supplies, and let's draw! So number 1 is right here, but first what I want you to do is take your marker, take an imaginary line down 1 and in between 3 and 4, and draw a dot right there. And then in line with 5 and number 1, you're going to draw another one right about there. And I'll show you why in a second. So from 1 to 3, you're doing an arc. Now what I want you to do is go to the dot you made here, and we're going to curve up and round through 3, 4, and 5, and all the way to the second dot here, because we're going to do Kevin's glasses. Or his goggles, I guess you could say. And if you make a mistake with your lines, that's okay. We can always go and fix them later. Okay, now what you're going to do is go from number 5 straight to number 6. And I'm going to use my ruler to do a nice straight line from 5 to 6, just like that. Now from 6, curving out a little bit to 7 and 8, just like that. And then almost straight to number 9, curving up to 10. And here what I want you to do is from 24, 25 to 11. You're going to do a curve just like this because this is Kevin's hand, or his glove I should say. Now from 11, 12, curving this way, and we're going to go the other way to 13, just like this. Now I'll bump out a little bit through and around to 14 and 15. And then I'll bump to 16 and past like that. Almost to number 12, but not quite touching. Now to 17 from 16, curving in. And then we're going to do a circle right here. Whee! Just like that. And now we're going to do another circle. And now from 22, curving to 23, and then straight to 24, just like that. And right here, I'm going to make the other part of his hand, just like that. Now 25, curving to 27, not to a point, just to a small curve, because this is Kevin's elbow, and we're going to go up to 29. Now basically, straight to 30. You can use your ruler if you like, you don't have to. And now, we're curving out to 31, into 32 and 33, like that. So a bit of an S is what you did. Now 33 to 35, through 34, curving like that. Curve a bit to 36. And what I want you to do here is go past 36, kind of way over here, and we're going to actually draw a slight curve to almost 41, kind of like that. There. Now 37, curving to 38. And just like this other pant leg, you're going to be curving to 40. We do lots of curves in our drawings. There aren't very many straight lines. So now an S through 41, 42, 43, and 44, just like this. Now we're going to curve down, 45, 46, and here I want you to go to 47 and keep on going around. Just follow along, whoa, like that. And then from 48, curving like that. And just past 48, I want you to go down, not quite touching the finger we just made, but you're going to go somewhere over here. You see that? And curving up to 49. I'm going to connect that. Now, through 51, 52, you're doing a curve. So not a point, but a curve. So 50, 51, 52 like this. And now again, a little bit more of an S. So curving up to 55 like this. And a little bit more to 60. Straight line to 57. I'm going to use my ruler again. Now here what you're doing is going to those 2 points that we made for his goggles, And we're going to loop all the way around to each other. And then what you do is finish it off by curving 59 back to 1. So I'm going to do Kevin's goggles, so we're just going to draw a circle in between here and here to do the goggles. So just a little bit inside. There. I'm going to do another one to do it, his iris and then his pupil. Now at number 8, I'm actually going to continue this curve in this line to make the strap of Kevin's overalls. Something like this. You're going to keep on going and stop somewhere around here, almost in line with the edge of his pant leg. The same thing with this line here, and then connect them together. There. And now at 55 and 54, same thing. And now at number 30, I'm going to curve up and continue straight till I hit the strap and make his pocket. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, connecting to 43. Now here I'm going to finish his arm first before I do the pocket of his overall. So from 44, I want you to curve up and stop someplace over here in line with 50. And you're going to curve back down to 49. Curving up and in like this, almost to 51, not quite touching it. And now at 43, 44, I'm going to skip that portion, but I'm going to continue the line up and around to make his side and his arm. Just like that. Now we can finish off his pocket of his overall. Now over here, we're going to do the top part of the overalls. And of course, we can't forget the pocket that they have. Curve right here in the middle. To curve down and around to create that middle pocket. Now down here, we're going to make his shoes. So at 34, just below, we're going to curve up and down. It's just a small shoe. If you remember Minions, they have small feet. Like that. And now the second shoe. So just past 39. Now Kevin's a really tall, long minion, so his mouth isn't going to be close to his eyes. It's actually going to be further down here somewhere. So almost in line with number 6 and 56 is going to be the bottom of his mouth, kind of right there. So we're going to curve down to that point to create his mouth. And now we're going to add teeth and a tongue. And of course we can't forget Kevin's hair. If you remember, he's got really funky hair. And then as a final touch, the buttons on the overall. My first color is the classic Minion yellow, and I'm going to do all of my base colors first before I move on to shadows, because that's going to be later on in the video. Now I'm using alcohol-based markers to color my picture, but you can use whatever art supplies you have at home. Markers, paint, pastels, crayons, pencil crayons, or even watercolor. If you've seen the other Minion movies, you know that the Minions speak mostly gibberish. But there's one word that you can always recognize. Do you know what that word is? Yeah, that's right, banana. Or sometimes for fun they say, banana. As you can see, I've already colored the denim overalls blue, or jean overalls, and then I'm working on Kevin's eyes, which are a goldy brown kind of a color, and next are going to be the gloves. I start with a medium gray for the gloves and his shoes, and I'm going to use a dark gray, not black, for the shadows later on. The only black I'm using in this drawing are for Kevin's eyes and mouth. Now I'm using my darker markers for shadows on the right and bottom side of Kevin. And now I'm just finishing up the shadows before I move on to the final part of the picture. As the final touch for this picture, I take my thinner marker and I draw stitching on the overalls. And I use that same marker to color in the buttons. If you like drawing and coloring Minions with me, check out this video next. And don't worry, more Minions are coming soon.